Hey, me Matt here, and this is Killer Kyle. Welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury, a Saturday edition, which we always tend to do our videos on Friday.
Fridays, but we decided to get together
Switch it up a
today.
little bit. I know I always upload the videos on Saturday, but
Yeah,
originally we do them on, you know what, it doesn't matter. Anyways, so we
Yep.
talked about Payback last week.
Yep.
It was a good show. That was definitely not PG by any means.
Some of the things were not PG, no.
So, but this week in wrestling was pretty interesting, to say the least. What do you want to talk about first?
Well, I want to start off with one thing about just one thing quickly about Payback. The match with Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt was a really good match. The only thing that really could have made it better was if the finish wasn't the way it was. I mean, you got fucking Jinder Mahal interfering in the match, hitting Randy with the title twice, and then Bray getting the pin. What?
Yeah, unfortunately we're in the minority. I heard a lot of reviews about that match. They said it was stupid. They said that, I knew what they were going to say, because
Yeah.
it was in the style of a movie, kind of. The house did look somewhat ridiculous, but I enjoyed it, like I said, and, yeah, I think that, I don't know, I think that it was a good call. I think Bray Wyatt should have won. I mean, Randy Orton won at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I think what really pisses me off, and that'll tie into Raw,
Mm-hmm.
so Chris Jericho loses the U.S. Championship to Kevin Owens at WrestleMania.
He wins it.
Payback, he wins it. This Monday, don't know what the hell happened. Obviously, you're to get a rematch clause.
Yes.
So, there it is. Kevin Owens wants to have a rematch. They have the match, and something happens to Chris Jericho. This wasn't the main event, by the way, which I thought was really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyhow, now Kevin Owens is the U.S. champion again. So,
Yeah.
I don't know if they, had an idea and Jericho won,
Mm.
and they thought, oh shit, because Kevin Owens calls himself the,
New face of America.
so yeah, they probably thought that idea was cool. And I'm thinking that's why they lean towards Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. And what sealed the deal at the end was having Chris Jericho get the shit beat out of him by Kevin Owens.
You know, I don't necessarily disagree with the whole Kevin Owens as the face of America. It really helps push the fact that he's a heel. And I don't disagree with the fact that Kevin Owens is the U.S. champion. That's all fine and good. It helps add to the face of America routine and all this other stuff. What I don't agree with is why the hell would you have the title ping pong back and forth between Jericho and Owens? I mean, is WWE basically saying or implying the fact that the U.S. title has as much significance as the Intercontinental Championship? Because we mentioned this in a video before, how for a brief time there, they're pinballing the U.S. or Intercontinental Championship. Hello. Ping pong in the Intercontinental. Oh, mother crapper. Oh, man, she's got some
She's
claws.
got them claws.
Oh, yeah. pinballing the Intercontinental title back and forth for a while, and then they had significant, a significant champion, and now we've got Dean Ambrose as the champion, which is good. But I mean, I think she's got. Oh, there we go. I was just about to say, I think she's got a claw stuck in my shirt, but she got it out. I mean, the Intercontinental Championship and the U.S. title are secondary championships, you could say, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to diminish them.
No. And I think the U.S. is getting a little bit more respect in the Intercontinental Championship. It's not to say
True.
the Intercontinental Championship has... The Intercontinental Championship has no significance, but it just doesn't seem to work with Dean Ambrose, unfortunately. There's no title defense. Well, and if there is, it's always on a pre-show.
True.
Now, I heard at Backlash that they're supposed to have the IC title on the pre-show. That's gonna fucking piss me off. I don't know, when is
Backlash is May the 26th, I believe.
Well, stay tuned for that.
Yes.
And you know, it's funny, I was talking to my brother, and we asked each other how we thought Payback was.
Mm-hmm.
He said, because I said that it was a lot better than past Raw pay-per-views, and he believes, and I do as well, that it's because of SmackDown talent that jumps ship to Raw and makes the product better. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I like to think it is. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I think that it was a better show. I hope that Backlash can deliver, but who knows?
Well, so far it seems as if the rivalry, if you will, that they're really focusing a lot on and trying to push for Backlash, in my opinion, is Shinsuke Nakamura and Dolph Ziggler.
Yes.
The artist.
Oh, yeah.
No longer being referred to as the king of strong style.
Yes, thank you, Milkman. So, yes, that would be a good match to see.
Absolutely.
These two guys who I think have similar styles. Shinsuke being more the strong style, obviously.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool just to see them work together, and it's unfortunate that the Intercontinental Championship is gonna be on Raw.
Yeah.
Because you could have had Shinsuke Nakamura become the first WWE Intercontinental Champion and IWGP Intercontinental Champion.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, that won't happen yet. But
never say never.
Never say never. That's right. So, let's see let's dissect what happened on Raw, if I can remember. One thing you mentioned on the Payback preview was that you wanted to see the end of Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns.
Yes.
Now what happened was you had Kurt Angle come out and basically say yes, there's going to be yet another match because there's unresolved issues between Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, but that was a hell of a match.
It was.
And like I said, the most disturbing things for children to watch anyways is seeing Roman Reigns with the eternal injuries and spitting blood. That was interesting.
Then Strowman shoulder tackling the fuck out of the ambulance door, knocking it completely off the hinges, and then going crashing into a stack of boxes, and then he somehow ended up injuring his rotator cuff.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if, let's say, hypothetically, Strowman injured his rotator cuff, he went to hit Roman Reigns, Roman moved, and Strowman hit the door. How much fucking damage could you, or how hard would you have to hit a door to friggin' damage your rotator cuff?
Like I said, he's built like a brick shithouse.
Yeah, he's built like a brick shithouse and he's strong as hell, but apparently an ambulance can defeat him.
Unfortunately, yes. I don't know what more they can do with Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. I really would like to see
Like the last man standing.
what they're. Well, yeah, that's a good idea as well. They need to have like a stipulation added because they haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say though was, when they do that, fucking put the Big Show and Strowman together. Yes, they had the match on SmackDown where they broke the ring,
Yeah.
but they need to keep working with it. Makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
Um,
Two of the biggest dudes in wrestling today, and they've only had very few encounters with each other.
yeah. And then of course you get the beginning of Raw with the coronation of Alexa Bliss. And then as I was watching the show, I thought, wow, it was a pretty good segment. She carries herself as a bit like the bitch of the company, and tries to be the leader.
Or as they call her, the Wicked Witch of WWE.
The little wicked, yes, the little wicked witch of the WWE. And then of course she's berating the female wrestlers in the ring, and she goes into Nia Jax. It's like, we're cool, we're good. Of course, she gets to Bayley. She says a few things about Bayley's family, which is a no-no. Bayley jumps and pushes her off the pedestal and
starts kicking the crap out of her.
Yes.
All of them go at it, and then it ends up being a women tag match with Bayley, Mickie James, and I'm drawing a blank here. Yeah, Nia Jax, Alicia Fox.
Yes, I
and
think
then
so.
Bayley, Mickie James, and me.
No.
I didn't mean in the literal sense, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, it ended up being a win for Alexa Bliss's team because she got another pinfall over Bayley.
That's true.
Yes.
So, well, yeah, probably another rematch.
Well, most likely.
Pretty fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised. And I said before that I don't think Alexa Bliss should have a title shot at her first Raw pay-per-view. A title reign. Her first Raw pay-per-view, but it would have happened, either way. It's fine.
Yeah.
But the Kurt Angle, so he comes out and he says, he's talking about a rematch with Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, and who should come out? Bray Wyatt. And the interaction, I thought, was very cool. I thought they both did a very good job. Creepy Bray Wyatt. Kurt Angle, who wasn't afraid at all, stood his ground. I thought it was pretty cool.
Well, he stood there and he listened to what Bray had to say, but Kurt Angle really didn't say much.
No.
He just kind of stood there, almost in awe and kind of in fear of Bray Wyatt. And of course, that led into later on in the night, Bray Wyatt attacking Finn Balor.
Yes. Well, what I meant was Kurt Angle didn't look intimidated. But yes, there was the whole Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor thing going on. I thought I saw something. It was after the show. that they were teasing the Intercontinental Championship with Bray Wyatt, so he might go for that. I don't know. But Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor, that'll be interesting.
I think so.
Um,
Because I think there's some things that need to be straightened out on Raw, first of all. You got Miz and Ambrose. You've got Miz and Finn Balor. You've got Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt. Can't mix things up here, guys. You gotta go one thing at a time.
and that's unfortunately what their backfall is nowadays.
So I think what they should do is go Dean Ambrose defend the Intercontinental title against Miz. Probably have Ambrose win. Then have Miz move on to Balor. Whoever wins out of that match doesn't really matter. And then have Finn move on to Bray, and then go from there.
Yeah, and that would be awesome. That would be the right thing to do.
Because right now things seem to be mixed up and jumbled up, and who's feuding with who's going to be having a match against who. Is Dean Ambrose going to be having another series of Intercontinental title matches with Miz? Or is that just an interaction with the two of them? Is Miz going to go just on to Finn Balor? Or are they going to have a match and then Finn Balor move on to Bray Wyatt? Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, it's
just right now a big fucking jumble mess.
It's a clusterfuck, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we go from Raw to SmackDown, or are we done with? Or no, because there was another match that we should talk about. Cesaro and Sheamus.
Yes.
Really enjoyed it. Really one of my favorite tag teams nowadays. They gel pretty well with, they're in sync.
Each other.
You know, they
Yeah.
dress the same, which
The
helps as a tag team.
double O Celtic Warrior.
Yeah, with this
Double
with the
O
kilt.
Irishman, whatever the hell. You got like the Cesaro tearaway suit upper portion and the lower portion's a kilt.
Yes.
The Irish kilt.
Aye.
Aye.
So, who did they go up against?
Hardys.
The Hardys, yes. Really liking the fact that they're keeping the titles on the Hardys for now.
Very much so.
You
very
know,
much
I
so.
think that I don't really know. I think they realized that they fucked up with the Dudleys, and
Yeah.
they, I guess, just want to put the belts. And, you know, Team 3D is one of the biggest tag teams of the Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about it, they started way back in '96.
Yes.
When I was a casual fan. But,
Yeah.
you know, they had success there as jobbers. They came in 99? 98, 99?
98, 99, somewhere in there.
Yeah. And they had a really good run. Best tag teams in the Attitude Era. Either with Michael Hayes or Lita.
Yes. And for me, I would say probably top 10 matches as far as tag teams go. You've gotta go Hardys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudleys.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be in a ladder match, a TLC match, you know, Hardys against Edge and Christian,
Yeah.
Hardys against the Dudleys, Edge and Christian against the Dudleys. They were just spot on spectacular.
And that, yeah, and it's really cool just to see that. And there's rumors again, like I probably mentioned, Jeff Hardy versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. Not really looking forward to that. If that were to happen, but let's say it does. So let's have Matt Hardy go for the WWE title. Let's say they go to different brands for their last run. Why not put Matt Hardy in the WWE title run?
Yeah,
let's, he did a fucking awesome job in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
They pushed him really hard, like they didn't push him in WWE in his first run. Which was a shame, by the way.
Well, I mean, when they reincarnated ECW, that's another topic for another time. They did give Matt the ECW championship.
Yeah, that is true, but
As far as the WWE championship is concerned, Matt seemed to be the one that was chosen over Matt.
Matt chosen over Matt.
Or Jeff chosen over Matt. Get it straight, boy.
It's like getting your leg kicked out from under your leg.
Okay, I fucked up. Big deal.
It's alright.
Move on.
It's all good. It happens. But yeah, no, you're right. I think that Jeff Hardy has got a huge push. And unfortunately, with the ECW title, that was Vince McMahon's watered down. ECW, not again in that topic for another day.
Yeah. But I mean, you had Jeff win the world title. You had Jeff win the WWE title. Was that WWE saying Jeff was the more chosen, more popular of the two Hardys? Or did they just push Jeff harder than they pushed Matt?
Yeah, I think so.
Because, ECW champion, nothing wrong with that, but as far as your main company goes...
But if you think about it, Jeff Hardy stood out more with colorful shit and the arm things, whatever. It looked more... I don't know. And he was a high flyer. I don't know why they didn't have a good thing going for Matt. I think that he had a pretty good feud with Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
For the Intercontinental Championship.
Mm-hmm.
That phased, unfortunately, and...
Yeah.
Well, the plus side, they had a great feud for the TNA title.
Yeah, that is
a
true.
Great rivalry, I mean. But yeah.
Yeah, feud rivalry.
Yeah. But, there it is.
Yeah.
So, well, that was good. I hope I'm not leaving anything else out before we go to SmackDown.
Well, there's other things that happened on Raw. We don't have to cover every single thing. But just staying on the topic of the Hardys and Sheamus and Cesaro for a second. What are your thoughts on poor Jeff getting a tooth knocked out of his skull?
Oh my god.
Boom! It's good! And there was Jeff's tooth. I mean...
Yeah, well, I talked about that in my payback.
Shit!
Yeah, I talked about that in my payback results.
I mean, first you got friggin' AJ Styles cracking a couple misses by cuspids. Well, Jeff lost one at the field goal attempt by Sheamus, you could say.
Yeah, I would be pretty pissed off too, but accidents happen, as they say. It was a botch.
I mean, it didn't really look like a very hard kick, but hell, it must have been pretty damn hard if Jeff got a tooth knocked out of his head.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I don't think Sheamus really meant to do it, but...
No.
Like, it's not ballet, it's fucking wrestling. You gotta...
Cliche.
Gotta roll with the punches.
Oh, yeah.
As they say, or kicks.
And no, not a broke kick.
Yeah, not a broke kick.
Although I will say, after the Hardys retained their championship, the heel turn, I guess you could call it, by Sheamus and Cesaro was done fairly well.
Yeah, well, I think that at first I thought it didn't make any sense. They were face, the crowd was loving them, and then all of a sudden, instant heel turn.
Yep.
So, it is what it is, I think.
Yeah.
That they should have not did that right away, but we'll see. Like I said, they're one of the better take teams of today. Not ever, but today.
Yeah, today's day and age.
So...
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how far they go with it. They were already tag team champions on Raw, but who knows?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be. I can't wait to see what else they do with them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And talk about people saying that the House of Horrors itself and Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton ain't looking movie-ish.
yes.
Well, for a House of
Yeah,
Horrors, you've got to make it look as horrifying as possible, but yet still keep it WWE kid-ish friendly, and not go over the top with it. But I mean, like, you've got dolls hanging from the ceiling. You got friggin' the cradle and all this other stuff. But I said this to Matt. One thing I found really cool was you have Bray Wyatt pushed over a refrigerator on top of Randy.
Yeah.
Randy goes all the way back, Bray goes all the way back to the ring. I'm fucking up here. Bray go all the way back to the arena. He's gets into the ring. He's holding the electric lantern. He puts it out. There is a delay, and the lights coming up in the arena. The lights come up in the arena. There's Bray, and who's behind him? Randy Orton.
Yeah.
That was quite well done.
Again, I saw a lot of reviews saying it was dumb. I didn't think it was dumb. I thought it was quite cool.
Me too, man. I mean,
yeah. I mean, how the hell would Bray Wyatt get all the way to the arena, and fucking Randy Orton?
there's Randy Orton.
But it don't matter, really. It's wrestling. Why are you analyzing that shit? You know.
I think sometimes these naysayers overanalyze certain things in WWE. Yes, Matt and I, when we do these videos, we critique things in WWE, but we don't say, like, if we think something sucked, we'll say it sucked.
Yeah.
But if we didn't like something, we'll give our reasons for it and give our thoughts on it, but we won't beat it to death.
No, and there's no reason to.
And another thing, you have talked to me quite a few times about bad sells. Like somebody getting hurt and not selling it properly.
Yes, there's a few wrestlers, yes.
So, you've got Bray Wyatt leaving the House of Horrors. He's crawling, he's on his hands and knees, he's coughing, he's breathing heavily. He's, on his hands and knees on the grass and on his knees, and you see the house go red and lights and whatever. He goes all the way to the limousine that took Randy to the House of Horrors. He gets in it, he's singing, he's got the whole world in his hands and so on. Then you see the limo driving up the road. They go on with Payback. They show the limousine pull up to the arena. Bray gets out. He's still doing the heavy breathing, the coughing, the staggering, all this other stuff. Wouldn't you necessarily think that the time he was in the limousine from where the house was, which was probably an abandoned house in the middle of nowhere, to the arena, he would have had time to catch his breath and all this other stuff? But I mean, I guess to keep the implication of it being a physical altercation in the house, he kept up with the heavy breathing, the coughing, and then staggering to the ring and all this other. Like, even when he had the lantern in his hand, he made like he could barely lift it, and I know those lanterns aren't that heavy.
No. It's overselling. Like I said, there's wrestlers who don't sell at all, Cena. And then there's
Oversellers?
oversellers And that's exactly what Bray Wyatt did. Yes, you can be hurt, but the fact is, when he was in the limo, he didn't seem that out of breath than he did when
Yeah,
he showed up to the arena. So
yeah,
I would think that Randy Orton would be that way, though.
yeah, but
Yeah.
and I mean, like, for considering the fact the guy had a refrigerator pushed on top of him, you would think there would be a hint of something bothering him, an arm, a leg, maybe a little dinged up from something hitting him in the head. There's
Yeah.
nothing.
No. Nothing. Which is a shame, but
Yeah,
so that's what that's why people slam wrestlers like that, because they don't sell.
yeah,
And that's too bad, but that's just the way it is.
yeah.
So we go to SmackDown.
Yes.
I didn't see the beginning of SmackDown.
Okay, here's how it went. I was watching I think I was watching a Blue Jay game or something, and I didn't quite catch. Yeah, that's the T-shirt.
Go Jays.
Go Jays, go! They haven't been doing. They're not off to a really good start.
I know.
This year they're 20, like almost 30 games into the season, and right now they won yesterday or last night, so that would have made them 10-19. There was a game today, I didn't watch it because I was watching something else. So whether they won or lost, it would have made them 10-20 or 11-19. Anyway.
And that's why I'm not a baseball fan, but go ahead.
Disappointment, exactly. Anyways, I digress. What I did see, though, is Jinder Mahal has the WWE Championship. And he was backstage doing I guess you could call it like a championship photo shoot, if you will.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
He's getting pictures taken, and he's got the championship and doing all these different angles and all something. And he's talking about Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon and all this other stuff. And here comes Shane walking in behind him. He's drinking a bottle of water, I think. And then he goes up to Jinder and says, this isn't yours. You haven't earned this yet. And so I'm going to take it and give it back to his rightful owner, which was Randy Orton. And Jinder says, you're delaying the inevitable. I am going to be WWE champion. It's only going to be a matter of time. And so that's how SmackDown kicked off.
Yeah, and see, I'm going to say it again. If a wrestler does that, like they did with the Intercontinental Championship, Dean Ambrose took it, R-Truth took it. Before WrestleMania, okay, I don't want to see Jinder Mahal win now. Because I know what he's like holding the title. I know that he could be the champion. Now that he pulled this bullshit, I don't want to see him win at Backlash.
Early prediction, Randy's going to beat Jinder.
Because you know what? You've already told me, you already showed me what he would look like with the title. I don't want to fucking see it now.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future, but you spoiled it for me.
Maybe give it another month or two, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Then go for a title
But
win, a title push.
at the same token, I'm really glad to see the Indian Canadians as a unit.
Yes.
No longer the Bollywood boys, the Singh brothers.
Singh brothers. Do you think they're any relation to
Tiger Ali Singh?
Tiger Ali Singh, or Dalip Singh, or Rajan Singh?
No, I don't think so.
Great Khali and
Rajan Singh's American, which doesn't really matter. But
yeah, but still.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll look that up.
I mean, they could be related to Singh somewhere along the lines.
Yeah. Sing song.
Sing song. Last video we did, you had talked about looking up the background of Konga Kong.
Yeah, he's not a part of the tribe.
Okay.
No. No.
Speaking of past videos, this is our third video in 3 weeks.
I know. I
We're on
know.
a roll!
Well, I mean, we get these ideas and we gotta,
Like, we do our, of course, obvious projection shows for pay-per-views.
yes.
But when we get talking about certain things in wrestling and, ideas and whatever, we talk about it and then we just say, what the hell, let's put a video
Yeah.
together and
Gotta do it.
put it on YouTube.
And it's fun because it's fun to talk about things on YouTube
Yeah.
rather than just shoot the shit when we're watching TV. So,
Yeah, we were shooting the shit when we were watching TV, but this is more of extension of it.
yeah.
Because we were talking about various things, but this is more of what our thoughts are on like Raw, SmackDown, and we might talk about maybe NXT and Impact, but we'll go to that a little later.
Yeah, the only problem when we do these videos is editing the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Depending on how long it is. But anyways.
Yeah, we have had a couple videos go an hour plus, and we try not to go that far, but, sometimes...
Yeah, it was WrestleMania weekend, so we had to.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So, getting back to SmackDown.
So we got SmackDown, we have that, and honestly, I'm trying to remember what else. So we talked about the old vignettes from the 80s
Yes.
that they used to have.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think about the Fashion Police one?
Oh, fuck. Honest to God, when they were leaning into it, it looked like it was going to be a spin-off of Law and Order.
Yeah.
But then when they actually got into it, it's like, oh my god, this is so stupid. I mean, okay. You got Tyler Breeze that proclaims he's Prince Pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And then Fandango, who's this really good-looking dancer guy, if you will. And they both think, I guess, they're the prettiest guys and wrestlers. Although originally that belonged to Johnny B. Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him, Mark Merrill.
Yeah.
And they're basically talking bad about the Usos and... Okay, she sat down. All of these supposed crimes they have against them. Bad fashion and bodily harm. It was really just...
Stupid.
Yeah.
Which was exactly like the vignettes they had back in the early 90s. And so on.
Some of them were, pretty cheesy, corny, stupid. But there were a few that were pretty good.
So I can't wait to see what they do with the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
And the Breezango thing. Yep, drawing a blank. Like, again, I'm trying to figure out... I know there was more that was on SmackDown.
There was, let's see. Well, we've already talked about Jericho and... Come over here, kitty, kitty. Good girl. I already talked about the Kevin Owens Chris Jericho thing. They made the match between Owens and Jericho for the U.S. title. And, of course, Owens ended up winning. You stared at me like that for? What?
And so, I
yeah.
have this week in WWE. I should really pay attention to that. SmackDown was good.
Yeah.
From what I saw, at least.
Yeah.
Which was basically whatever the hell that was before the main event.
Yeah.
Then let's go into NXT. NXT is, well, it never fails. It's the best show of the WWE that they produce.
Yes.
No Aleister Black this week.
No, but he'll be on next week.
He'll be on next week.
The
Hideo Itami facing that Hawaiian dude,
Kona Reeves.
Kona Reeves. That was a good match.
That was good, yeah.
What else?
The background story on Roderick Strong.
Oh yeah, they
that
finally
was
talk
really
about his time in Ring of Honor, which it didn't show too much. It
No.
showed some indie stuff, but
Yeah.
not too much Ring of Honor stuff,
No.
which was really cool back in that day.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't realize Roddy was married and had a kid.
oh yeah, I didn't. Well, I didn't either, but
That was my
pretty cool to
forearm,
see
kid.
that. So they have a battle royal. Who was gonna face Asuka?
Through the NXT Women's Championship. It came down to Ember Moon, Nikki Cross, and Ruby Riott. And who should get involved? Of course, the women's champion herself, Asuka. And basically waylay the fuck out of the three of them. And it looked like when Asuka tossed Ember out of the ring, Ember might have separated her shoulder or injured her shoulder when she went into the barricade. And then, of course, she's in the ring doing her dance routine and all this other stuff. And then, you see her run up the entrance ramp and backstage. And, they show Ember in serious pain on the floor. And then you got,
Ruby Riott's pissed off.
yeah. And Nikki Cross is kind of like
Psycho.
in a dazed state, if you will. And then here comes Regal out, pretty pissed off, and
Yeah.
don't blame him. And he makes a four-way match. Asuka defending her title against Ruby, Nikki, and Ember for TakeOver Chicago.
Yeah. Nobody's ready for Asuka. Not when you knock out the competitors that are gonna go face you for the title, you twat.
I know, eh?
It was a good show, though.
And I said this to Matt. Okay, Asuka's been a good champion. She's had several amazing matches, successful title defenses. She's been NXT Women's Champion now for over a year. And it seems kind of now as if I'm turning into a kitty. Asuka's title reign is, let's say, inflating her ego.
Yeah.
Not to say she really had one to begin with, but now that she's been champion for as long as she has,
Yeah.
she thinks she's this unbeatable badass.
Yeah, and that's a little annoying, but we're gonna see the match. I think that it should have been Asuka versus
Either Ember, Ruby, or Nikki.
Nikki. Yes.
Yeah.
Asuka and Nikki.
That would have been an interesting match.
That would have been cool, I think.
Yeah.
They didn't obviously finish the match with Ruby and Nikki, so
Yeah.
that was a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Hideo Itami still kicking ass. It's his second time now back from injury, so hopefully he doesn't injure himself again.
Yeah, I mean, third time's gotta be the charm. And he's pushing for an NXT title match. And I think he's one of these guys, again, that's long overdue.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, because he got injured. He didn't get a chance to go for the belt. We had Shinsuke Nakamura come in, and he left. Then, of course, Hideo Itami came back. The token Japanese guy.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I can't remember the chick's name, but she is in one of the Japanese promotions.
Okay.
They want her to come over to NXT. again, I never seen her wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be interesting to see. They seem to be having a lot of these Japanese wrestlers coming to NXT
Well, I mean,
or WWE in general.
yeah, and I mean, they wrestle in Japan. They become very successful in Japan, but it seems to be that unless somehow it's on American television, nobody seems to know about these superstars. So why not bring them over to, let's say, NXT and put them on a wider scale, a much broader audience, so that people that might not know them will get to know them, see what their style's like, how good they are in the ring, what their personality's like, yada yada yada.
Also, the team of Heavy Load or
What heavy machinery?
Heavy Machinery. All those guys.
Yeah, Otis Knight, and
Yeah.
that other guy.
Yeah, those guys are awesome. I
Yeah.
think. And they challenged Authors of Pain.
Yes,
I can't wait to see that
that
match.
should be a good one.
That'll be an awesome match.
Four really big dudes just pulverizing
Oh, yeah.
the shit out of each other.
It'll be fucking amazing, man.
Hell yeah!
Uh,
Shout out to Stone Cold.
hell yeah, man. But yeah, NXT was great. I'm trying to think about. So there's that Ring of Honor. I saw that. We don't really do too many Ring of Honor reviews,
No.
but again, Bullet Club seems to be doing well. Adam Cole,
Okay-ish.
okay-ish.
I
Adam
mean,
Cole
you've got Adam Cole and the
and the
Young
Bucks aren't
Bucks.
getting along.
Well, apparently there was a match and something happened, and then Adam Cole said he fired the Young Bucks, and then, he was saying for the last few weeks that he didn't mean it. He was just angry, and he didn't think things through, and then the Young Bucks said that, they talked with Adam Cole, and they're all cool again, they're fine, and
Yeah.
whatever.
I think that, and also seeing Daniels, as the champion finally, the Ring of Honor champion. I can't think of who he's gonna go up against. Yeah.
I think his next opponent might be, from the Kingdom.
Yes, Matt Taven.
Matt Taven, yes.
Yes. So,
I think.
it could be Matt Taven. It can't be Silas Young. He's in another feud.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be Silas Young.
We talked about this actually, and we'll get to that next. Segue. Matt Bourne, or not Bourne, no, he's dead. Matt Sydal.
Matt Sydal, who used to be Evan Bourne.
Yes.
The combination of the two names was Matt Bourne.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But, so, he's in Ring of Honor, but now he made his debut last week in TNA.
Yes.
And still, a really good match with Eddie Edwards.
Yes, very good.
This week. I really enjoyed it. If it weren't for afterwards when Davey Redshirts and Angelina Love came out and Davey beat the shit out of an already broken up.
And already beat up Eddie Edwards.
I already beat up Ed,
taking his leg and putting it over the guardrail and then hitting it with a chair. And then, of course, you got Angelina and Aaliyah. Gotta be careful not to get that mixed up. Beating the crowd over each other still. And then that led to, a little later on, Karen Jarrett making the announcement of Aaliyah making her in-ring debut on Impact next week against Angelina Love. That should be interesting.
Oh, I can't wait. Other matches that were very cool was the returning Matt Morgan and Magnus.
Yes. For the Global Force heavyweight title. That was a good match.
Yeah, I really enjoyed those two.
It seemed, when I was watching that match, it seemed to be that one, Matt Morgan isn't quite isn't in quite as good a shape as he once was,
No.
and he was moving a lot slower.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, nonetheless, a good match.
Well, even Magnus doesn't look as stronger as he was in the beginning, like when he was already like years ago.
Mm-hmm. Then of course you had Sienna take the Global Force Women's title from Christina Von Eerie.
Yes. She's another one who plays a really good bitch.
Oh,
but
hell yeah.
I can't stand her. So, she's doing her job.
Yeah, that's basically the point. She's so good at her job, she makes you not like her.
Yeah. Well, she really does a number with Karen Jarrett.
Yeah, the back and forth between them has been really good. Hasn't gotten to a point where you really get interested in it. Holy fuck. But there's like Sienna being the antagonist and Karen being the somewhat cooler head.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if at some point Karen just blew her top and let Sienna have it. Although she might just let the rest of the women in the division take care of that for her. Maybe.
Well, yeah, it could happen. I mean, I don't know if Karen Jarrett would ever do that, but
yeah,
you never know. And we still have sorry.
We both had a thought at the same time. I was just gonna say, do you think at some point they'll have a return or an appearance from Jeff?
Well, it's a possibility because Global Force is now
merged with
Impact, so it is a huge possibility. I mean, why the fuck not?
Yeah. Carry on with your thought.
I just lost it. But anyways, you talk about the Hardys on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw something. Rebby Sky just wrote a tweet saying that apparently she has issues now with Impact. Don't know what the issues are.
Yeah.
But whatever. I wish she would just would have went with the Hardys, but I believe.
Well, I'm sure she would have, but considering the fact that she's at some point going to be having
another baby,
her and Matt's second child, maybe she decided to let Matt do his thing with Jeff in WWE and kind of just stay in North Carolina and take care of Maxwell and, focus on having the second child and what have you.
Yeah. And
then maybe she might go to WWE or do something else.
That is true. Well, in any case, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Should we discuss the new version of an old Scary Sherry?
Oh, God. Yeah, I mentioned this to Kyle earlier. I saw Congo Kong come out, and he decimated whoever it was.
Whoever the fuck that dude was.
Yeah.
Poor Bachelor scared shitless.
Yeah. And, of course, alongside comes Lauren Von... That fucking bitch, whatever her name is.
Laurel Van Ness.
And...
he's got my fumbles now.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
So, there it is.
She's still got the...
She's got the makeup. She's still got the wedding dress, which... Let it go. Come on.
Yeah.
We already know you got stood up in the altar.
Fucking
I really,
move on.
Oh, I really enjoy... she does remind me of Scary Sherry. I think that with
the yelling and the screaming and
the facial expressions. She's really got the demo, and she gets in the ring when Congo Kong is doing his match.
Yeah. And
did you see her on the top rope?
Yeah.
That was like. For
God's sakes, get the hell down before you hurt yourself.
That's a Laurel finesse that we need. That I've been waiting for. I mean, I didn't much care for you then. I do now. I think that.
The over-the-top scary bitch?
Yeah, she's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm. How about poor Sanjay?
I was gonna get to that. You know, I'm not squeamish. When they showed the doctor with a scalpel
Yeah.
slice his eye, which I didn't watch because I was couldn't
Trying not to hurl.
pretty much.
I mean, but the poor bastard's eye. I mean, it was swollen completely shut. He bruised as all hell, and he was doing a backstage interview, I guess you could say, and he was talking about how he was questioning his decision as to whether or not he should have come back to Impact Wrestling and, you know, have a run and have a chance for the X Division Championship and all this other stuff. And it's like, you're really gonna let one pretty significant injury decide your career? Like, seriously?
Well, that's true. I mean, for myself, you don't really see that too much in professional wrestling.
Yeah.
You see it more in MMA, but
Yeah.
that was really shocking for me,
Yeah.
especially seeing them slice it open. But
I think why they did that was they could see it to see if they can get like blood and maybe some pus out of it to see if they could kind of start to get the swelling to go down, but it didn't really seem to help that much. Hey Sanjay, try some ice, that'll help, bud.
pretty much, yeah. But look, he's the champion,
Yeah.
you know, and you know, very cool because he's a veteran
Yes.
in the business. So,
The whole KM
oh god, yeah.
vignette thing is like, shoot me please.
Yeah, I would have, if I had a fork, I would have poked my eyes out. What's the use? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
I know.
is the use?
I know.
The guy's not funny. The
No.
guy has no fucking, like, he's just,
Like, he's trying to be this big, he's trying to be this intimidating, scary guy, but it doesn't work.
hey, you dropped this.
Oh, sorry,
I'll
sir.
pick it up. Why you dropped
Don't
it
do
again? Fuck you. Yes, exactly. But then again, you have fucking the match with him and whoever it was.
He wasn't a match.
Oh, I thought.
Because he came out with
Oh.
Sienna when Sienna took the title from
Okay.
Christina Von Eerie.
Well, didn't they come out after the Congo Kong match, or?
No.
No, okay. So then, that was the point where you had Braxton Sutter come out with Allie, and they tried to.
BS!
Yes, yeah. Oh, it's nice to have a name, or you can have BS.
As
On
the
the screen.
initials? Yeah.
Yeah, for people to see.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a good match
Yeah.
when I finally get Allie and Braxton versus Katie and Kate, whatever.
KM and
KM
Sienna.
and Sierra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have Braxton Sutter against Kraft Dinner.
Yummy.
Cheesy goodness. Anyway.
Yeah, that describes the vignette.
Pun intended, maybe.
And then you get the new and improved Evan Carter,
EC3.
EC3,
Ethan Carter III.
Ethan Carter, not Evan Carter. He's not a Backstreet Boy. Yeah,
That was Nick Carter.
that's right. So
Yes.
anyway, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see this new and improved person. He was a heel before, but just gets into the ring and beats the shit out of the opponent right away.
Goes for the TK3, then hits the 1%er, and then he's going on about how he wants to be an EC3 time world champ.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
That's another conversation for another time.
Get Eli Drake.
Against, not Jim Storm. Drake and Alberto El Patron.
Yeah, that's right. I knew it was there.
Took a little bit to get there, but it got there.
It happens. Yes. Very cool match. Again, to see Alberto come back and
Yes.
be the guy who is behind the fans and the fans
Yeah,
behind him.
yeah.
Uh,
And when he went back to WWE, it was good. I mean, he had him win the U.S. title, and he had the run with the League of Nations. But again, there was something that happened, I guess, backstage or whatever, and Alberto wasn't happy with it, and so he jumps up to
yeah.
Impact.
So here you have a guy 2 years ago going to Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Then he comes back to WWE. Then he goes, now he's in TNA Impact. Shit, he's jumping more times than Cody Rhodes.
Ooh.
Ayo! Ayo! So it was a good match. I think that, Bruce Pritchard, who really tries to make these awesome matches.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not spectacular, but they're pretty cool
They're
anyway.
decent. They're really good.
Yeah, and who knows what's gonna happen in the future? Is Patron actually gonna get a TNA Impact title shot? I don't know.
Well, I mean, he won the title from Lashley, but because of an improper championship win, they made him give back the title, and it's like, seriously? Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm sure he's gonna get another championship opportunity at some
It's
point.
fucking bullshit when they
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
I was hoping that they wouldn't, but
Yeah.
next time I saw it, he wasn't the champion. Whatever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Then, of course, you had an appearance by the Veterans of War. They didn't have a match, but they talked about how, Veterans of War, that's not just a name, that's our lifestyle, and then they go over their credentials, Mayweather's got 2 tours in Afghanistan. Wilcox has got 1 tour in Afghanistan, 1 tour in Iraq with the Marines, and Mayweather's with the Army or the Navy, whichever one it is.
so obviously everyone's gonna get behind them because they are Marines
Yeah.
and stuff like that, which is, I guess.
Then, of course, they made a solemn vow that they will be the future at some point at TNA World Tag Team Champions.
Yes.
Which I think would be good for.
Well, Scum wasn't on this week.
No.
No, unfortunately.
It'd be good for Mayweather to be a champion because when he was Crimson, in his first freaking elbow, first go around in TNA, he had a pretty good run, but he never had a title.
No.
Now, as far as this Wilcox guy goes, yeah, it'll be good to see him with a championship, I guess. I mean, they don't really know too much about the guy.
I still don't know what happened to this guy with the one leg. Or not
Yeah.
one leg, it was injured.
Yeah.
Well, anyways. It was still a good show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Or,
yeah.
sorry, Swoggle.
Swoggle and...
Going up against, or feuding against,
I guess you could still call him Rockstar Spud.
yeah.
For-
And Rockstar Spud was behind the microphone doing the announcing for, the wrestling.
The ring announcing for
Yes.
Impact Wrestling. And then this week, who do they get? An old school guy, you could say, Dave Penzer. I think that's his name.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Then they've got like this vignette, if you will, of Spud in a wheelchair. He's got like his arm in a sling and a neck brace on, and
Yeah,
he's got like a wrap, one of those knee sleeve things, and it's like,
he didn't get beat up that bad. So
Yeah, I know,
I'm not
like-
sure.
okay, you're selling it, good for you, but you're selling it again, overkill.
Overactor.
Yeah. If you want to be in such a dramatic actor, get a drama role in a movie or something. For fuck's sakes.
But yeah, so
Yeah, pansy.
the one thing that really is still annoying me is the whole JBA versus
Oh yeah, Josh Matthews.
Josh
and
Matthews.
Jeremy Borash.
Yeah, it's really. I don't know where they're gonna go with it. I mean, they already had their 6-man tag team match,
Yeah.
and there's really not much they can. Oh yeah, last week being slapped with the lawsuit.
Yeah.
This
Well, suspension.
suspension. This week, JB was in the crowd holding up signs. I don't understand where they're going with this. I don't know if there was shit going on with in backstage. I don't know. I just wish that they would hurry up because it's a waste of time, really. If Josh Matthews is being that much of a pain in the ass, then fire him or do something else.
Yeah.
Also, I really enjoyed the backstage interviews with LAX.
Yeah, in their clubhouse.
Yeah.
They're pretending to be upset about their brutal beat up, I guess, if you will, of Decay.
A moment of silence. Okay.
Moment of silence
Yeah.
over. And then Conan was like,
Yeah.
we'll put on our Sunday best, and next week we'll give them a proper funeral and whatever.
So
Like,
that'll be interesting to watch.
okay!
So it's been a fairly good week in professional wrestling.
We are well over an hour again.
Ah, shit. Oh, okay. Anyways, so Backlash is coming up in a couple weeks. We'll do something for that.
Yeah, we'll come back at you for that one, and maybe we'll do one more video between now and then. Who knows?
We'll see how interesting.
The upcoming week in professional wrestling is.
Yeah. Anyways, for me and Matt, I was gonna call me Killer Kyle.
He's me, Matt.
No.
I'm Killer Kyle. We'll see you again.
See you later.